Hello, colleagues. So we are back exploring how AI is working. So I'm just again opening Bing Chat. Remember, you go to Microsoft Bing, bing.com. That is Microsoft search engine. And then you will click chat. And here it would welcome you. And it will tell you what you can do on it. Then it reminding you that you and they are still learning and there may be mistakes and you are requested to share feedback. And I've made some videos in which I'm saying that first of all, if you as an end user have the opportunity to influence how a platform or product is going to work, you do need to make use of that opportunity. And if, as a social worker, in these cases, we really do need to make sure that our voices are heard because we are not speaking only for ourselves as users, but for ourselves as social workers using and for our clients. So that is very important. Okay, then can choose a conversation style and explore what happens if you ask a question and you click on creative or you click on precise. How does that influence the response you receive? And then there are two options where you can just click on that and to see how it works. Or if you know what your question is, you can start there. So last week I did make a video about career options for social workers, and I was not really happy with the the response I received. And there was some good options, and maybe for a new social worker, some of those things were new and was maybe things she didn't think about. But I wanted more. I wanted something else, some other options. So with these things is they can't mind read and they don't really know what you are looking for. So the the magic of these is your prompting. Your prompting is the abracadabra which you are using. Um, that is the magic formula lies in the words that you use when you are asking the question. And yes, there are prompt engineering courses, and I will get to one of those. For the moment, I just need to experiment for myself. And if you're not going to take a prompt engineering course, you will also have to experiment for yourself. So today, let's ask a question. And we say, I am a job seeker. I want to enter an industry that is set to expand so that I can have job security and grow professionally. What industries are set to expand? So, as any person, but especially for somebody who completed a degree maybe just last year or people who are completing their degrees now, you do not want to enter an industry that is going to die 3 years down the line. You actually want to go somewhere where you know you can grow, where you can grow your expertise. And yes, there's no rule that say we have to start in this industry and die in that industry. But you want to have that option. You don't want to be forced out of a industry. Um, so you do want to know, okay, I'm going to enter an industry where there is going to be growth. And I mean, this year alone, some stuff happened in the NPO sector that makes one wonder, is NPOs going to survive? Is it worthwhile to even look for a job in an NPO? Now, for a young social worker, yes. I'm really sorry that I started my career in the police and not in an NPO. I do think that social workers who worked in the child welfare NPOs gain valuable experience. So if you can do that, okay, that said, what if you don't get a job in that sector? Then what is your options? So no, so this is the question that I then asked ChatGPT, and I quickly want to copy this while we are here. And note that chat starts off by saying that it cannot provide real-time data or predict future trends. Okay, so this is a large language model. It is a supersized autocomplete. Okay, it doesn't have a glass or a crystal ball in which it can gaze and give you answers. But it can give you some ideas, and then from there you can do your research. Um, and you will have to continuously do that. What are the current trends? What are the current economic conditions? What is it in your region? And then from there make your career decisions. And it doesn't say that if this industry is a dying industry that you need to go to another industry, but at least start upskilling yourself so that if and when this industry die, you at least have the skills to move into another industry. So chat then give us a couple of industries. Okay. And then it reminds you that this may vary by location and that you need to stay adaptive. So it's actually giving you even some coaching advice. I actually like this. So it's not merely answering a question, but it is actually going a little bit deeper. Then I asked it, okay, which of these industries are set to expand in South Africa? Because remember, we are in a conversation. So it told me that this may be different in my region. So then I want to ask it about South Africa. But let's start and see what we get when we ask Bard the very same question. Okay, and I think my laptop is for some reason again busy. And we say, ask the question. And remember again, Bard is an experiment, so it's necessary for us to give it feedback. And here it's reminding you that it may be inaccurate or even offensive, so you do need to take that into account. And okay, it's generating a response. Okay. And let's see how it structures the response different to what chat did. But there it's giving me some, and at a quick glance, it looks like the same industries. And then it's actually saying why. Now, if you're thinking about a career, you might want to read this, because if any of these whys are going to change, it's going to change the results there. Okay, so there we go. Oh, and here it's actually giving me some job titles. So it's not only giving me the industries, it's giving me job titles. Well done, Bart. I do like that. Okay, great. Okay, and then so we go back to chat, and then I asked it which of the above industries are also set to expand in South Africa. And it actually gave me a different list. It didn't take out of that list. And remember, it's now repeating that it's only trained up to that date. And it didn't just take out of that list a couple, it's actually making a new list. Okay. So if you know you're never going to go to another country, you're going to be stuck in South Africa forever, you may then want to take note of the differences. If you know that you will be able to move at some point, you may want to look at the first list. Um, and maybe follow something that will then be a global trend and not only a local trend. So let's ask Bart the same question. Because remember, we only look, as social workers, we only look at the welfare sector. But there are more industries, there are more sectors. And maybe, just maybe, you need to look wider than just which NPO can give you a social work job. Okay, so here it's again giving me sections and some explanation as to why that is so. And then, okay, I do like those. And then, so now we have an idea of the industries that is expanding. But okay, so I'm a social worker. How do I now go and what value can I add to those industries? And we are a bit stuck here, hanging. Okay, so we are back. Okay, so we asked Bart, so which of these industries are set to expand in South Africa? It gives me a list, it explains why, and add some additional industries, and wish me luck with my job search. And remember now to compare this. Also remember to check if this information is actually correct. Then I asked Chad, okay, so I have a social work degree but no experience. In which of these promising industries may my training and social work skills be a value add? And remember now, so what you want to come with is not where can I find a job, is I have these skills, I have this training. How can this be a value add in any of these industries? And what I would suggest is that you maybe explain a bit more about your experience and the social work degree. So you can maybe say, I have experience in the police because you did your practicals there. I have experience in education because I did my practical there. Or even like before you went to study social work, what experiences did you have? What experience did you gain maybe in holiday work? Um, or in your hobbies? What other experience or training do you have that may be relevant? So you can add this. I also have experiences in this, in this, in this, in this. And maybe you can even add your interests. These are my interests. I have an interest in tech. I have an interest in agriculture. I'm a farmer at heart. Whatever. Maybe you can add this in this prompt and then see what is the response that you receive. So then chat give me a response, and it's taking me back to the social work field. Okay, so these are kind of like things that as a social worker you would in any case have looked at or is already looking at. And that's not the response that I wanted. So now I say, please reply again to this question and focus on the promising industries where my skills, and remember now I'm looking at my skills in communication, empathy, problem solving, and understanding human behavior will add. Please ignore traditional social work fields. Okay, so now chat respond to that, and now it's giving me a different answer. So now it's looking at user experience, community engagement, public health education, quality assurance and compliance, user support. So already you can now think about, okay, well, yes, I know about conflict management. Maybe if I'm not finding a job as a social worker, should I maybe apply for a customer care position in a call center? At the same time, you are going to really practice your conflict management skills, and you are going to have experience in working in a call center and working with CRM. You're going to gain a lot of experience in a customer care call center, and you are going to practice your social work skills. So here is some, if you then look at these things, okay, what of which of these speak to you? So for me, immediately, user support speak to me because I just think that is something where social workers can stand out and really build a career. Okay, so then let's ask Bard the same question, but now I've learned my lesson. Okay. And I want to ask it in a more precise question. Okay, so I'm going to say I have a social worker degree but no experience. Please focus on the promising industries where my skills in communication, empathy, problem solving, and understanding human behavior will add value. Please ignore traditional social work fields. Okay, so you see how I've now learned from my experience in chat, and now I'm building a different kind of prompt. So I'm now focusing not so much, I'm not giving it only my social work degree, I'm giving it my skills. And like I said, you can maybe add your interests. And I'm saying that it should actually ignore social work fields. And let's see what Bard now comes up with. Okay, so interesting. It's not even saying I'm a social worker, it's just focusing on my skills. Okay, so it come up with customer service, HR, education, social impact, research. So, and okay, this is great. So this is helping you a lot. So it's actually giving you job titles. So now you know what you can start looking for in a job sites. Okay, I like this. This is nice. This is very helpful. So not only is it giving me fields, it's actually providing me with job titles. And now I'm again learning about um, maybe fine tuning um, my prompt. I want to go back here. And I'm going to see if I can skip some steps if I go to Bing Chat and see if I could have skipped some steps. Okay, so I have a social work degree but no experience. Please focus on promising industries where future ex- expansion is expected. So where it was now a separate question, I'm now putting it in this prompt. Okay, and then I say where this is a very clumsy sentence, but let's see. Where my skills in communication, empathy, problem solving, and is will add value. Please ignore traditional social work fields. Which industries should I look at for possible career? And let's see what it is going to give me. That's a very clumsy sentence, so let's hope its language skills is very good. Okay, so okay, stop responding. Let's add. Yeah. Okay. Okay, see, yeah, it actually gives me the option to rewrite the prompt. Okay, I'm going to say possible career, ignoring. I'm going to write it again because he didn't get it. Traditional social work. Yes. Okay. Okay, it's going to healthcare, Education. Okay. HR. Okay. What subtitles should I search on job listings? Okay. I was for a moment concerned because it for a social work degree, I was concerned that it's going to focus on that, but it actually added a number of terms that I should on job listings, ignoring job titles like social worker and case manager or social work specific job titles. And let's see what it gives us now. Okay, so it's still giving me basically the same. What you then can do maybe is then let's do this. Which job titles um, should I look at with skills? I am newly graduated with no experience. Um, it doesn't. In other words, it doesn't help. It generates something like a human resource HR manager because you may not have the experience here to be a HR manager, but it may give you some other job titles. Okay. Okay, so it's still keeping the social work degree. Okay, so you see, colleagues, that we can ask more and more questions. What I would do maybe with this, because it's now stuck with social work degrees, I would start a new chat, and then so I would close this and start a new chat, so that and then only focus on my skills instead of the social work degree. Okay, but see if any of these, because he is research analyst, advertising, is a couple of other job titles than just social work. Actually, this is a better response. Okay, it's already giving me more information. There you go. So